So this whole section is a bit weird. After the elevator, you have a fight, or 4 phases to the fight. In this first area, you have 6 imps, 2 mecha zombies, 2 zombies, 3 soldiers, a prowler, and a mancubus. To get into phase 2, which is an imp, a soldier, and whiplash, you need to kill about 12 of these guys. It's not perfectly consistent, especially since these spawns are not perfectly consistent. Sometimes you have less imps, sometimes you have imps, so it's a bit weird. After phase 2, you have a third phase, which is a Hell Knight, a Pinky, 2 mecha zombies, 2 zombies, a gargoyle, 2 imps, and as soon as you kill a mob in that third phase, phase 4 is going to spawn, which is a prowler. So you probably want to kill either the Pinky or the Hell Knight as soon as they spawn. But all of that is a bit, I mean, it's a lot of subtleties in the sense that you're going to want to do is you want to kill everything. But progress, so the order in which you kill it isn't very relevant. What's really interesting is that first spawns depend on where you are. The more forward you move, so probably want to deal with the mobs as they come to you, depending on how fast you want to go compared to how difficult you want the fight to be. You want to move in the arena or not. So the easiest way obviously is to kind of segment, right? Let's not run forward too fast. So we spawn the prowler, spawn the stuff that comes here, take care of that imp, comes mancubus, kill the mancubus, so killed about 10, 12 mobs, so now comes the whiplash, take care of the whiplash, need to clear everything here. Phase 2 spawns, so the Hell Knight, the gargoyle, the imp, the pinkies, and so forth. Probably, as I said, want to take care of whatever comes first. Turns out it's the Hell Knight. So that's a poor shot. It seems the Prowler didn't spawn. The Prowler spawning can be a bit weird. It's a mix between killing a mob, killing... There's also a soldier that spawns with. Really is a bit weird. But anyways, so there's a canister here as well you can pick up, and you probably want ammunition better than I think that's a fight. As soon as you kill everything, the next fight will spawn, which starts as soon as you come near this area. For the next fight, spawns depend on where you are physically and not necessarily what you've killed. So it allows you to kind of take the fight where you want it to. Want to fight it. So if you want to be very aggressive, you can spawn everything. Whereas if you want to be rather safe, you can stay back and take care of mobs one by one. So it starts off with a Revenant spawn. There's a challenge on this map to destroy weak points on Revenants, so this particular Revenant is probably a good one to farm it on as well. So as you can see, there's not much here, but when you enter the arena, the roof is going to collapse and a bunch of imps are going to fall, as well as a Hell Knight is going to spawn. So I think there are 9 imps, a gargoyle, 3 possessed soldiers in the arena itself that don't respawn. Some fight on the bottom level, some come up. There isn't anything exceptional about them. As soon as you come close to the ledge, a mancubus is going to spawn from there. Up. Oops. So, just to give you a sense of the arena, this is where started the first fight, right there. I realized I forgot to pick up a chainsaw pick right here. I'll go back and pick that one up. So on the bottom level you have a bunch of imps and soldiers fighting. As soon as you drop down, 2 whiplashes are going to spawn. So they come from this side. And once you've killed the whiplash, you kind of need to clear the area, and you're done. It's a tough fight in Nightmare in my opinion, but the fact that the spawns are position based, allowing you to manage the fight the way you can take it slowly and just deal with stuff as it comes. Okay, so this fight, pretty tough fight, pretty complicated fight, gave me a lot of trouble. So you spawn, you have 2 Mancubus, 3 soldiers and 3 imps. The imps and the soldiers respawn infinitely. No real point in killing them, although the respawn rate isn't great, so you know, gives you a bit more space, but not that much. So there's 2 positional spawns. So the first one is this Mancubus. Get near this wall, spawns. You'll also spawn as soon as you've killed both. As soon as you've killed the whiplashes that spawn later. The second one is this Pinky right here. You can avoid him if you don't go anywhere near this wall. He won't spawn through. So I'll go to try to show the fight to you. With that being said, cheating. So if we clear both Mancubus, an Arachnotron and a Pinky spawn. So Arachnotron spawns here, Pinky spawns here. As soon as you've killed both Arachnotron and Pinky. Two whiplashes are gonna spawn. One on the left window, one on the right window. As soon as you kill one whiplashes, 2 more spawn. Second one, slower. Always have trouble finding the second one spawns. And the Mancubus that comes from that wall will always spawn as well. So I've killed 1 whiplash. I should have 3 on the field. 1, 2, 3. Once again, I'm not really sure where the second one, but he spawns. Really bad position, right? So as soon as you kill all the as soon as you kill 3 out of the 4 whiplashes, so regardless of whether or not you've actually killed this Mancubus, the last phase is going to spawn, which is 2 Prowlers. Sorry, the before last phase is going to spawn, which is 2 Prowlers. And as soon as you kill either a Prowler or the Whiplash, the last phase is going to spawn, which is the Cyber Mancubus. So it's a tough fight because there's a lot going on. There's a lot to manage. And you can spawn enemies positionally, so you also have to be careful of where you're actually going. So, as you saw, I had not been to this corner of the fight yet. Pinky had not spawned. So, with the Cyber Mancubus, there's also another Mancubus that spawned. So, it's last phase is a Mancubus and a Cyber Mancubus, and they spawn as soon as you kill either the Whiplash or 2 Prowlers. Once you've cleared this area, there's a... I'm not actually ensure this Pinky is part of The actual... I don't know whether or not we reach checkpoint. Obviously, one last pinky. For flavor. Ugh. So, what's important as well is that you have a buff here. I might show you. Oh yeah, you did it. Used to use it after I killed the pinky and the arachnotron. Because the whiplashes spawn at the same spot, so kind of kill them in quick succession. And as soon as you've killed enough whiplashes, Mancubus is going to spawn, so take it. The Cyber Mancubus spawn, so you can take care of like, a lot of stuff. So like here you can really farm the whiplashes. So that's whiplash, Cyber Mancubus. Probably go looking what's left. But as you saw, it's really efficient against whiplashes. But I mean, probably wanna, if you're playing on Nightmare or for like Nightmare, you're probably gonna take someone else's advice. Like hardest or bite me. I think it's Daru, which is but that's the fight. So there's nothing extraordinary with this fight. Just gonna cheat and give some ammo, but you have a chainsaw pit here. There are 4 soldiers, 2 imps, a Mancubus, and a revenant. There are 4 phases in the fight. That's phase 1. Phase 2 will always spawn as soon as you've killed everything except one mob. So probably want to clean up these guys before you actually spawn phase 2, but just to prove my point. There's only a Mancubus left and phase 2 just spawned, so phase 2 will always spawn at the same place. It'll always be right here, and it'll always be another Mancubus and a carcass. So phase 3 is going to be a single Cacodemon. The Cacodemon is going to spawn as soon as you've done significant damage to either the Mancubus or the carcass. Killing stuff, which was Mancubus from Hope. But killing the Mancubus from phase 1 doesn't do anything. No. And as I said, do damage to either the carcass or the Mancubus spawns phase 3, which is the Cacodemon. And phase 4 is going to spawn as soon as you've killed 2 mobs that are not zombies. So either an imp or the other Cacodemon, the remaining Cacodemon. If you've killed the other Mancubus, as soon as you've killed 2 mobs, so it could be technically this imp and the Caco, this imp and Mancubus, both the Mancubus and the Cacodemon. You killed them. Last phase is gonna spawn, which always spawns here and here, which is a Revenant and a Hell Knight, or a Dread Knight, about how they're called. But that's it. As soon as you've killed these, fight's over, interact with the entrance into... So the spawns in this fight are a bit weird. First of all, I forgot to record it, but there's a pinky fight just before. Probably want to keep your blood punch this fight because there's a Cyber Mancubus coming up, so probably want to blood punch for the Cyber Mancubus. So they're a bit weird because they're a mix of positional spawns and how many mobs you've killed. So right now I've killed 2 mobs. If I were to kill a 3rd one, an Arachnotron would spawn. So phase 1 is right now it's a mix of 1 Arachnotron, 1 Revenant. There are 2 soldiers, 3 4 imps, a single gargoyle, a cyber mancubus that spawns here, and a hell knight spawned right there. So I'll restart the fight. So phase 2 is an arachnotron and a prowler and a bunch of soldiers and imps. Phase 2 is a bit weird because if you kill all of the bosses and just bosses, phase 2 won't spawn. So yeah, I've killed the boss. Now I'm gonna kill the arachnotron. I've killed an imp. That might be an imp. Yeah, that's good because you need to kill. I think it's two imps or two mobs that are fodder to spawn phase 3. Might be 2 imps, so I'm not exactly sure. Phase 3 is just an arachnotron, a prowler, and so everything you haven't killed in phase 1 stays. That's about it. So it's a bit weird because having it tied to the number of imps you've killed and so forth, a bit surprising, but that's that. Just want to clear the area, so oops. That's the fight. So you have the Slayer Gate, Slayer Key, map, and everything. Bunch of right over there. There's a Praetor token picked up. And there's something I wanted to mention, which is there's a chainsaw pip right here. Mancubus, cyber mancubus spawns that door, and just behind him. So this Slayer Gate isn't too complicated. There are only 3 phases. The only subtlety in the Slayer Gate is phase 1. So phase 1 will spawn with 2 tyrants and 3 other mob bosses, which are either whiplashes or mancubi. It's either a mix of mancubi flashes, so it could be something like 2 whiplash, or it could be 3 whiplashes, or 3 mancubi, or 2 whiplashes and mancubi. So it's pretty random what I found. I've tried like a dozen times. I found it to be pretty random. The tyrants will always spawn there. The mob bosses have a variety of spawn areas which are pretty set, but there are more than 3, so you can't really predict exactly where they are. So they can spawn here, up there, behind here, and places I can't really see when you enter the arena, but their spawning is pretty regular. So as you can see, I have 2 mancubi right now. Let's see what whiplash. That's 1, 2. Nope. So I have a 3 mancubi fight. So the other thing that's interesting in the fight is that phase 2, which is a Baron, only spawns when you have a single mob boss left, and it doesn't matter which one it is. So it can take care of all the both tyrants. So that's 1 tyrant down, nothing spawns. So I have 2 mancubi, which is left. It's good. Don't want to kill either. Live. Not in a good position. But, good. Okay, so I've killed both tyrants. Since we have 2 mancubis live, nothing spawns. So as soon as I'm gonna kill, there's only one. I mean, I'm gonna kill the 5th out of the 4th out of the 5th bosses. Hell Knight is gonna spawn. So the Baron, sorry, the Baron always spawns right here. Killing the Baron by itself doesn't spawn the last phase, which is a Doom Hunter that spawns here. The Doom Hunter will only spawn once you've killed every mob boss. He's dead. And here comes a Doom. Ah. And that's that. So all you have to do is the fodder. So fodder, there are 2 imps that respawn, 2 to 3 soldiers, and 2 to 3 mechas on. Not a exact count because it doesn't really matter, but that, and so So I want to apologize because I just want to correct something regarding the chainsaw pips you have on the maps. There are more than there's one here, one here, one here, so that's 3. One here, that's 4, and the one here, that's 5. But that's it. So there are 5 chainsaw pips. So including the one you can pick up just before the Slayer Gate, the Mancubus fight. Kind of, you should kind of plan around that. Remembering you can't use your chainsaw on the Tyrants, you can't use it on the Baron, and you can't use it on the Doom Hunter. So, but at least with pretty much 6 chainsaw pips, you can take care of at least 2 of the larger bosses. Sorry. So just after the Slayer Gate, there's a small fight. There's a chainsaw pip you can pick up. So Revenant, a Gargoyle, Carcass, 3 Gargoyles. Right here, you can actually skip this fight. Kill anything. Here's an audio you sent behind the wall. A weapon model. Actual need take the fight and skip it. Just wait till next phase. Well, you can do that as well. So this fight is pretty tough. A lot of mobs. There are 4 different phases, basically. So phase 1 is a group of mobs that start spawning here. You actually have to kill everything here. Can't leave any mob alive, otherwise phase 2 won't spawn. So there's a Mancubus, 2 Gargoyles, a zombie, and some other stuff. Kill them, not kill them, to show you. Here you have a Mancubus, I think it's 4 soldiers, 2 imps. So you need to kill everything. Next phase to spawn. Still no spawn because we still have this zombie from the first fight that's alive. As soon as I kill him, phase 2 is going to spawn, which is Carcass. Just an imp for now, but a bunch of mobs are going to fall down. 3 imps and 4 soldiers. No, 3 imps, 3 soldiers that spawn. So for phase 3 to spawn, you need to kill either 3 imps or 3 soldiers. So I've killed an imp, 1 imp and 2 soldiers. Oh, sorry, you need to kill 3 mobs. So this fight is pretty straightforward. you have a bunch of enemies that spawn positionally, shall we say? Wait, I think I'm in Nightmare. Nightmare? No, it's okay. So as long as you move forward up the stairs, enemies will spawn. We can take the fight this way, but we're gonna just go phase by phase, spawn by spawn, so we can break down the fight. The first phase is this Revenant over here. If you move up the stairs a bit more, you're going to have 3 imps that spawn. Go up again, you're going to have a Pinky and 3 imps. Oops. So as I said, there's a canister right there. I'm gonna pick that up, not forget it. Next phase is another Revenant. He spawns with 2 imps, a soldier, and a gargoyle. So I killed something there, not sure what it was. It's 1 imp, 2 gargoyle, no, a gargoyle. You want to kill the mecha zombies and the zombies as well. If you move forward, you're gonna spawn Hell Knight. And that's the fight. So the rest, all this section you can skip. No need to kill anything once the wall is down. We're gonna have mecha zombies, 2 imps spawn, a Hell Knight spawns right here. If you dash to the next room, you're gonna have a carcass and a cue ball. And you can use the cue ball to kill the mancubus, or many ways you can just make your way downstairs, checkpoint reach, and run to the next fight. As I said in my previous video, as soon as you clean the area, as soon as you clear this area, you have a fight, but you can skip all of this, but it's gonna go. So you have 2 that spawn, a soldier I just killed, 2 gargoyle, get something like these. As soon as you kill these, there are 2 imps that are gonna spawn here, as well as a Hell Knight. It's a great shot. Other side here, have the carcass, but I hate a cue ball and a mancubus. So you probably want to use a cue ball, I guess, on the mancubus. Can't really. And a bunch of it. That's about it. So you fall down this hole, get to pick up the elevator, which is pretty large and pretty tough. So there's a lot going on in this fight. It's pretty long, it's like a 6 or 7 phase fight. Like in certain phases you have boss mobs that can respawn basically. So it's a long fight and it's a tough fight. You have an overdrive buff here, and 2 chainsaw pips. So 1 here and 1 over there. So there's a lot of ammo, a lot of armor hanging around, HP. HP here, HP here. Ammo, armor here, armor. They're pretty much your big buffs. So phase 1 is 1 Revenant, 1 Mancubus, 4 soldiers, and 2 imps. So that's 8 mobs. The phase 2 is going to spawn as soon as you kill 7 out of the 8 mobs, regardless which mobs. So could technically, if I were to kill all the fodder and just one of the 2 mob bosses, phase 2 would spawn. I actually might do that. So it's 2 mecha zombies don't count. That's or it's 5 there. I probably killed 1 more zombie or Sorry, one more soldier or imp I did not want to kill. So the imps and stuff are not going to respawn during this phase of the fight, but they're going to respawn throughout the rest of the fight. So, as you see, I only have the 2 bosses left. And if I were to kill one, let's say I kill the Revenant, next phase is going to spawn. So next phase is a Carcass and a Hell Knight. So, the Hell Knight, well, their spawn probably depends on where you are. The Carcass can spawn in the middle here or on the left. So as you can see, I have the Hell Knight and the Mancubus from phase 1, so want to kill the... just a way of saying you want to... trying to say that you want to take care of both bosses in phase 1 before going to phase 2, because otherwise you're going to have too much to deal with. Then, especially since you need to kill 7 out of the 8 mobs on the first phase, there really is no reason to kind of avoid killing stuff, killing larger stuff in any case. So now in this phase, killing fodders is useless because all the fodder is going to respawn. There really is no point to it. Killing the Carcass doesn't do anything. Bombs. Just killing a bit of fodder to show you. So now, as you saw, the fodder changed a bit. It's no longer just imps and soldiers. It's imps, soldiers, and gargoyles. So you probably have something like 4 or 5 imps, 4 or 5 soldiers, and 2 or 3 gargoyles. And they kind of respawn infinitely, so there really is no point in killing them. Killing the Hell Knight is going to spawn a second Hell Knight. He usually spawns here, but I'm pretty sure if you just hang around here, he won't spawn exactly here. So can't really assume he'll be here. Killing the second Hell Knight is going to spawn the third phase, which is 2 Whiplash and a Pinky. So the Pinky spawns back there. The Whiplash, one spawns in the middle and one, I think, spawns always here. Over here. So there's 1 Whiplash in reserve and 1 Pinky in reserve, meaning as I said, there's like a Whiplash, let's call it, in reserve. So now there's only 1 Whiplash on the field left, and as soon as I'm going to kill it, not as soon as, but when I'm going to kill it, 2 Arachnotrons are going to spawn, 1 here and 1 here. But they take I won't say a while, but they take a good second to spawn. And you're going to need to kill both of them to spawn the last phase. Which is a Cyber Mancubus. So for the Cyber Mancubus, you're going to have kind of a mix of what you've killed where you are. Pretty sure you need to kill everything. I saw an imp hanging there. Oh yeah. There's the Mac. And that's the fight. So as I said, there's an overdrive here. I didn't use it. I would probably use it as soon as the Whiplash spawn, because the first half of the fight, I would say. But being able to mow down 3 Whiplash, 2 Pinkies, Arachnotrons, and possibly Cyber Mancubus as well is. So this whole parkour skip as well. I mean, you can skip any fights. There's 4 zombies, 4 imps, and 11 killing me. Just wanna go. It's actually not sure. Someone smart has figured a better way to do this than what I'm trying to do. So this whole section is pretty easy. So there's a chainsaw pip here, coming from an area with second secret gore nest, where there's a chainsaw pip there as well. So you have two chainsaw pips, one more behind these two doors, and there's another in the next arena as well. So that's like 4 in really close proximity, sorry. And you might want to time your chainsaw usage to optimize that. So there's one here and there's another one afterwards, which means that I think you should have 3 chainsaw pips for this fight. So this fight is basically 4 phases. It starts with 2 Hell Knights. When you go behind that door, I mean the door locks, 2 Hell Knights spawns, you need to kill them. Then you get a Dread Knight. I think using your 3 chainsaws on that Dread Knight is a pretty good idea, because the fight afterwards I think is relatively easy. And there's a chainsaw pip right there. So use your chainsaw on the Dread Knight. Then you get into another fight, which is essentially just the same fight, where you're going to have a Mancubus, an Arachnotron, a Pinky, a Carcass, and a Cue Ball, as well as some imps and stuff that spawn initially. Once you've cleared the Arachnotron, the Mancubus, and the Pinky, a Whiplash spawns. Once you've cleared the Whiplash, 2 Whiplashes, a Cue Ball, and a Mancubus spawn at the lower levels of the parking fight. So you have a lot of space in that second fight. So I think it's a very easy and safe fight. So as I said, I really think you want to use your you'd want to get here with basically at the end of the elevator you'd want to have 1 chainsaw pip, pick up the other one to have 2, pick up this one to have 3, and use it immediately on this guy. But now you're going to the next phase, so you have 1 chainsaw pip here. Here's your cue ball. Here's the Pinky in the background. There's the Pinky, the Whiplash. Yeah, well, I guess you need to kill a bit of stuff for the Whiplash to spawn. That's great. So, said there's 1 chainsaw pip here, there's a full HP power-up thing here. So there's a Cue Ball and a Mancubus, Carcass, and 2 Whiplashes. That's pretty much the fight. So I don't think this opens till... Can you? No, yeah. You need to clear everything. You can use, I guess, your chainsaw and stuff to kind of get some ammo. Because technically the next fight is the Marauder. In reality, you're opening this door, going back to this place, and you're going to end up right here. But you don't need to take any of these fights. I know you can chainsaw your way a lot better than what I'm doing, but I'm not good at this. But once you get here, you're going to fight the Marauder. So using chainsaw before this fight is, I guess, not that useful, because you're going to end up with a cache of ammo, armor, just before the Marauder fight. So we're pretty much top. So for the Marauder, the fight
Warning. All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation.
I realized I forgot to do a video. I've had to explain the super core nest here. I can't remember exactly what it spawns. It spawns a bunch of pain elementals and Kako demons. Probably want to take that's about it. So a Pain Elemental, the Kako Demon, an Arachnotron. Kind of thinking